Greetings and welcome back to the channel. Once again, I am Lucidity, and today we will be doing another soft-speaking Destiny 2 ASMR video. So today, we will be playing on our Titan. We will be using the Arc subclass with the Code of the Missile attunement here. What this does is essentially my super ability, once it's charged, will allow me to rocket across the room and deal a whole bunch of area of effect damage and a ton of single target damage. We have got the pulse grenade, the towering barricade, which will be like a little shield I can put down every 40 seconds, and we're using strafe lift for our movement mode or our jump mode. Loadout pretty much as follows. We're using the Braytech Werewolf auto rifle. Not a meta weapon by any means, but I just love how it looks. And I've actually got a really good roll on it. And this gun actually is a seasonal gun in that it typically is only available during the Halloween event in Destiny 2. We will also be using the Deafening Whisper, which for some reason has a Crucible kill tracker on it. This is a wave frame grenade launcher, and essentially what this does is it shoots out a grenade. When it impacts the ground, it shoots out a wave of elemental energy. In this case, the element is void, so it'll be purple, spicy energy. I'll also be using the Gallarhorn, which made a return during the 30th anniversary of Destiny 2, which was a few weeks ago when that started. Not sure when. Armor, nothing special. We are running 100 recovery and 100 intellect. Recovery pretty much governs how quickly my health recovers after being depleted. And intellect governs how quickly my super comes off of cooldown. The exotic I'm using is the Cuirass of the Falling Star, and not a whole lot of frills or fanciness about this one. This literally just gives raw damage to my super, so it increases that again, single target damage or just damage in general that the super causes. Nothing crazy with the mods, just a few things that mostly play into the auto rifle. Auto rifle holster on my legs will pretty much automatically reload my auto rifle if I happen to stow it for a little bit of time. Auto rifle loader on these is going to speed up how quickly I can manually reload it. And rocket launcher ammo finder does just that. I find typically more rocket launcher ammo as I play. And we just got particle deconstruction on the class item, but I'm not going to change that. I just kind of want to leave that as it's going to give me no benefit here. Well, you know what? We could make some use out of that. So let's do that. Let's put on Sleeper Simulant actually. And where is? I think this counts as a linear fusion rifle. That's right. So let's put on that guy. That'll be good. So yes, this is my Titan. That's pretty much the loadout we're going to be running today. And let's just jump right into some strikes. Go to the Vanguard strike playlist and just load it up. What is... Oh, Solar is the... Oh, this is going to be good for Sleeper. I'm going to be doing a lot of damage with Sleeper. But yeah, we're not really too worried about using the Solar subclass. Maybe we'll do one strike with the Arc subclass, and then we'll maybe switch it up, do one with the Solar subclass as well. Just see how that kind of plays out. But yeah, it's 1330, it's 1320. I'm really not too concerned about infusing anything this late in the season just because next season is the release of Witch Queen. And if you follow Destiny 2 at all, you'll know what that is. That's basically the next major expansion for Destiny 2. We've been getting lots of interesting news and updates about different things that are changing in Witch Queen. So I'm very excited about that. So yeah. Oh, my man got him with the shuriken. My man. So yeah, this is the Scarlet Keep strike. This was introduced during not the most recent expansion, which would be Beyond Light, but the one prior to that. So that would be Shadow Keep. That essentially, that's actually the Scarlet Keep right there. Shadowkeep pretty much returned us to the moon, which was a location in Destiny 1. And we basically got the same patrol zones back with an additional area being the area that actually housed the Scarlet Keep itself. I won't go too deep into the actual story or anything like that of the expansion, but more or less there was some dangerous activity going on the moon, and we were called back there to, exterminate it with extreme prejudice, you could say. But yeah, so Witch Queen, that is coming up February 22nd. Very excited. There's not really a better time to play Destiny, or I guess a more satisfying time to play Destiny than when there is a new content release. And I say it all the time, but man, if there's ever time to get back into Destiny, it's when they release a new major expansion. But yeah, so Witch Queen's gonna have us basically hunting down and kind of trying to fight against Savathûn, who has been a pretty major part of the lore for just about as long as Destiny's been around. If you follow the lore at all, the influence of this character Savathûn has been pretty prevalent, throughout the entire series, whether we were aware of it or not. It's a little backstory on Savathûn. She is a member of the Hive race, which is actually the enemy types that I'm fighting here. She is they don't really have, I guess they do kind of have genders, but it's kind of ambiguous to a degree. But I guess if you had to classify Savathûn as a particular gender, I guess it would be a female. She is one of 3 high-profile Hive characters in the Destiny lore. My teammates are just booking it, man. They have no interest in actually killing anything here. Like, holy moly. But that's fine. We'll try to play catch up here. Oh, okay. Enemies are going to despawn because they're getting too far ahead of me. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, so Savathûn, I don't want to give too many spoilers as far as that goes, in case you don't really follow the game, but you may be wanting to get into it. But let's just say powers that we thought were strictly for Guardians are no longer strictly for Guardians, with Guardians being the obviously the characters that we play, as the player. And so we'll be doing some investigation as to how and why that happened, and how we can stop it. But yeah, very excited. Lots of new weapons coming. There is, weapon crafting that is going to be entering the game, which will basically allow players to, You'll basically find blueprints for guns. You will then do some questing and general, resource gathering in order to, find what you need to craft the gun that the blueprint is for. I'm out of special ammo, which is not good. So yeah, you'll find the blueprint. You'll gather materials that you need to craft the weapon that the blueprint is for. And then you will take it to something called the Enclave, I think it is. And from the Enclave, you will actually be able to craft a base version of the weapon that the blueprint was for. Once you have crafted that weapon, you will then you basically will use it to unlock all kinds of different modifications for it, different barrels, different sights, I think, different, just about every facet of the gun. You'll be able to change the bits and pieces of it around. Along with, like the magazines, the grips, the sights, all that stuff. Well, actually, I don't think you'll be able to do the sights. I think they had some reasoning for not, making the sights changeable on just standard legendary weapons. Like fusion rifles having a scope on it would be a little ridiculous, right? But again, you'll pretty much be able to create your perfect weapon, right? All the way down to the perks. And the way that the perks will be unlocked and obtained, from what I understand, is certain guns that drop out in the open world will be like a special version of that gun. I forget what they actually call them. But they will have some sort of difference to them, like an extra little notification on the gun that says, hey, this gun can be dismantled to keep this particular perk off of it. At that point, you will then be able to dismantle that gun, and you can then keep, let's just say, there's a perk on that, there's a perk that you want for your gun, and you don't already have it unlocked. Well, as you're playing, you happen to find one of those special guns that is able to have that perk kept on it. So you would just dismantle that gun, and voila, you now have that perk in like a tool chest that you can use to apply to, any other gun type that can take that particular perk. And then you just, go to the Enclave or the crafting area, and you slap that bad boy right onto the gun that you have crafted. And you can basically do that right up until you've got the gun completely perfected, the perfect roll that you want. So you can basically make your own, god roll guns. I am sure that process will be, tedious to a degree, because it is Destiny after all. Nothing is generally, as far as anything that involves crafting or anything like that, is not it's not very fast, I'll tell you that. But honestly, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with having to grind, but that grind rewarding you with, again, the perfect weapon for you. And I'm sure that will affect the meta to a certain degree. That may result in everybody crafting the same weapon with the same perks. But we'll just kind of have to wait and see. Hey guys, no, I'm left behind. What's this guy doing? Oh, okay, this gives me the joining allies. That's just gonna zap me right on back up to the top there. Yeah, so weapon crafting, new story beats and story elements, all sorts of really just interesting stuff coming along with Witch Queen. New strikes, and just new content, new raid, all that stuff. That's all just super duper exciting stuff. I just did 400,000 damage with a single shot of this gun. I just realized I haven't used my super yet. Um, we will super the boss at her next damage phase. I don't want to waste it on the ads here. Oh god, what's going on? There we go. But yeah, super excited about Witch Queen. Could not be more excited. I already have. I've already got it, pre-ordered. I've got the deluxe edition with, which will give me access to all of the upcoming seasons throughout the next year of Destiny. So that right there is my super. It is called Thunder Crash, and you literally just launch yourself like a missile in the direction that you're aiming at, and you have pretty full control over it too. Honestly, you can kind of zoom through the air with it for pretty much as long as the duration of the super. So her shield should be coming down soon, and we're just going to finish the fight that way. Yeah, so that's the end of that strike. And yeah, that is the Scarlet Keep strike. And yeah, I believe there was a statement made. I've seen a couple articles floating around on Reddit and other places about, yeah, apparently there's going to be like 42 new legendary guns in the game. Now, if that is talking about just completely brand new legendary guns, like never before seen, or if that's taking into account different guns you can craft, which I don't think they would include that, but it is Bungie and it is Destiny, so it may very well be like, oh, there's 42 new guns in the game, but part of those are newly crafted versions of the same guns you've already had in previous, seasons. I guess let's do Sunbreaker. I can't quite have the same stat distribution that I would like here, but honestly, that's fine. We will throw on an intellect mod. That's going to get us to 93, which is pretty close. With the orbs of light and everything, we will still be able to get our super back pretty quick, which I only really used it once during that strike. The last strike, that is. But mostly because I like to use that super just for boss damage. So, but yeah, so with this one, this is a Sunbreaker. With this one, you pretty much you get engulfed in like solar energy, and you can throw these hammers that like explode and cause spicy, burny damage. Oh, so this is the Proving Ground strike. This was introduced during the Beyond Light time. It was released during Season of the Chosen, and basically what that season encompassed, if you didn't really play or weren't around for, was some conflict with the Cabal. The primary villain of this season was Keitel, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and she is a female Cabal commander, with the Cabal being one of the primary, high-profile races in Destiny 2 and Destiny 1. I think I might be the only person in this strike, which I am, which is fine, which just means we can kind of go at our own pace here. And yeah, well, ultimately, we ended up making an alliance with the Cabal, and that is going to have some implications in the story going forward. We have 42 new guns with Witch Queen weapon crafting. We also have an update to the Void subclasses for all 3 of the characters, which they're referring to as Void 3.0, which is really exciting. So we're basically getting a top-down rework of all of the Void subclasses across the Titan, across the Warlock, across the Hunter. So that's very exciting to see. I guess the end goal is to rework all of the light subclasses, which are, your solar, your void, your arc, to make them more similar in terms of customization to the stasis subclass. Because the stasis subclass has a few levels of customization that you do not get with the original and older light subclasses. So very excited about that. Really eager to see exactly what sort of changes are rolling through with that. Yeah, just a lot of good stuff coming up for Destiny. So I mean, if you're a fan of Destiny, which if you're watching this video or actually found this video, you probably are. If you haven't played in a while, I highly recommend at least considering jumping in on February 22nd. It's a good jumping on point. The power level is being brought up for everybody. So there's a new cap, but the new power floor, as you could say, or the lowest power that you will typically be in Witch Queen is 1350. So like I'm 1348 right now. My gear's 1330. Come Witch Queen, everything's going to be bumped up to 1350 as the lowest. And then you'll be able to climb from 1350. So you won't really have to worry about playing catch up with your friends that have been playing a long time. Other outside of having certain materials, weapon mods, and weapons that you weren't able to collect. This might kill me. Okay, I was going to say that might ricochet off and kill me. Yeah. Okay. So we got some strike teammates here. But let us proceed. Yeah. So this is a pretty cool strike. Right now, we're basically entering a giant, what you call land tank that belongs to the Cabal. And we're going in, we're sabotaging the engines, and then we are fighting one of the Cabal's champions at the end. And actually, throughout the strike, we are going to be fighting a few of the Cabal champions. I think this is the door we take. Yeah, here we go. All right, so now we're kind of getting into the belly of the tank here. If you happen to be paying attention to the subtitles down there, that's kind of the Vanguard leader or the Guardian leader talking to the Cabal leader, Keitel, and basically just smack talking, pretty much. It's actually pretty interesting dialogue. So yeah, now we're going to drop down, and here we are. This is the vehicle bay, apparently. So we're just going to start taking lives. Let's go ahead and cast our super so you can see what that looks like. Big miss on that hammer. But yeah, basically you just yeet giant hammers, and the hammers explode and create these sunspots. And what those sunspots do is it basically, I believe it increases your ability cooldowns or decreases the cooldowns rather. Uh-oh, we died. We got clapped up right there. I think that's what the sunspots do. I think they give health regen, solar ability, sunspots. You throw hammers faster is what you do there. Are we going to wipe here? I think we're going to wipe here. Oh no. The big dog put up the shield. Oh, okay. Oh, yep. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. But that's okay. Come back stronger than ever. And I'm honestly not sure what this exotic does. I think when I have full ability energy, it recharges my super faster. And when I have full super energy, it recharges my abilities faster. really a fan of wave frame grenade launchers. They don't really see a lot of use because there's not really a whole lot of them in the game. Oh, dude, this guy is just juking me out. See you later. Bye. Ooh, that guy's dead. Just got blasted. Let's go and take out the little vehicle thing. Let's throw a grenade down there. That's a really neat grenade. It's one of my favorites. Basically, it's a solar grenade, right? You throw it and it shoots. It basically functions like the wave grenade launcher where it does like a straight line of like damage. Gonna take out that tank real quick and take out that tank real quick. Let's throw a grenade down. This guy's got a shield. Let's go ahead and pop the shield. Also, little wave grenade launcher going on. Whoop. Okay. It just kind of bounced off the ground and landed in a way to where it wouldn't damage anything. You look at all this heavy ammo. Holy crap. So we have cleared out the vehicle bay. We are on to the next portion of the strike, which I believe is sabotaging the engines. I think that's technically what we're doing at this next point. Drop down further into the inner workings of the tank. Kind of navigate our way through here. Dropping down even deeper. Here we go. This will be a good opportunity for the wave frame. We'll throw a grenade down for good measure as well. Let's go and take out the big boy. He's gone. And then let's take out these guys here. All right, so now we are going to collect this power core. And the objective of the power core is to move it. Basically, you know, classic tried and true Destiny mechanic. Carry the power core, dump it in a terminal. I'm just going to kind of zoom over these guys and dump that in there. Let's go and cast the super again since we got it. Just make short work of all those guys. We got some more dudes coming out here. It is just so satisfying to just kill stuff in this game. Like, the gameplay of Destiny 2, the feel of it is just so good. It has a level of polish that, man, I don't know. It's just so satisfying. Oh, my teammate's dead. What's going on here? All right. They got him back up. So we've got another battery here. Go ahead and snatch this bad boy up. Oh, other teammate grabbed it. That's fine. So let's try to keep him safe while he moves the battery there. So yeah, like while Destiny 2 is, you know, certainly has its faults, you know, and definitely doesn't have the greatest track record, you know. The launch of Destiny 2, or the state of the game at launch, was not very well received after, you know, a lot of people got to the end game and you know, the weapon system was much different back then. PvP was, you know, drastically slowed down. You know, and all the other little controversies and stuff like that have come up. But right now, after the changes they've made, this game is, it's in probably the best state it's ever been in. It's, you know, obviously, you know, not everybody's going to love it. And it's not a game that everybody is going to get the same level of enjoyment out of as me. But man, It's a fun game and satisfying to play. But again, if you're not willing to spend some money to get the DLCs and stuff like that, you're not going to have a great time, or at least not for a very long time. Let's wait for our teammates to show up here, and then we'll begin the final encounter. And we'll probably end the video right after this here. So this is the strike boss. This is Kaido's champion. They have this little mechanic where they launch out these meteors here, which is really neat. Now we're going to go and cast an ult here just to help us clear this room a little bit faster and get on to the next damage phase. Boss has a few damage gates on their health bar, which I'm not a fan of. I feel like, you know, if the team is capable of one phasing a boss in any given strike, I feel like they should be able to. You know, damage gates just kind of extend the fight unnecessarily, in my opinion. But you know, having a mechanic during a strike is interesting. You know, like during just like a regular little boss fight, it makes it interesting. But damage gates are just kind of a lazy way to do it, I think. Oh, I'm dead. I just got completely obliterated. So did he. Everybody's trying to get into the Thunderdome and blow the thing up. Okay, there we go. Let's try to. Oh God. Dead. That extra solar damage is it's something, I tell you. Getting res. Where's the boss at? And he's gone. Or she's gone. But yeah, I think that is where I will end this video. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. So once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it relaxing and maybe even a little informative. If you have any tips or suggestions to help me improve my videos, because I'm still very, very new to this, please feel free to leave a comment. And, you know, the usual YouTube tropes. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. But yeah, again, if you enjoyed the content, you know, hit the subscribe button, drop a like. You'll get notified whenever I post a new video. I will also be streaming on YouTube. I'll likely fire up the stream not long after I finish getting this video uploaded. I had been streaming on Twitch, but I am going to move my streams to YouTube just to help with visibility, because Twitch is extremely, extremely crowded, with a lot of fantastic streamers and folks over there. So I think if to give myself a fair shake in the streaming world, YouTube is going to be my best bet there. So yeah, once again, thank you for watching. I hope you found this relaxing, and we will see you next time.